Hello, I am currently storing 3 varieties of onion that I grew this year in my garden. I am storing them in my garage in these plastic crates. This is a variety called Ailsa Craig, and this is an onion that I grew from seed. This is a variety called red Brunswick, and I also grew these onions from seed. Through the year, when some of these onions bolted, I replaced them with some onion sets, and those sets were an onion called Turbo, and this is Turbo. Okay, so these are just some onions that are storing in the garage at the moment in these plastic crates. And as you can see, they are quite dormant. There's no signs of any of these onions wanting to grow. These are the old roots. There are no roots, there are no shoots, and that's excellent. That's exactly what we want from onions in store. No roots and no shoots. Okay. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move these from the table. I'll leave these guys up and I'm going to show you a couple of onions that I've been given. Now when I got these onions, I knew they were a show variety and it was my intention to grow one of them on, the best of the two, as defined by its shape, and I did ask some advice on that, and basically it was to sit it in a pot on some compost, and it would probably develop some shoots, and it would develop some roots, and it would go to seed through the year, and we could collect that seed at the back end of the year, and then the following year grow some show onions. But one of the things I don't know about show onions is how well do they store, and I don't know that because I've never grown them before. And I've never grown onions from seed before, and so that's why I asked for your help in terms of how to put an onion to seed, what to do. And now I'm going to ask you another question, but let me move these trays from this table and then let me show you the show onions that I was given. This was the onion I was given, and as you can see, I've got it in one of these 10-inch X-cut flower water buckets. I've got it sat on some compost, and as you can see we've got shoots, and I do know that we have got roots. I'm not going to be taking it out of here to show you that, but we have got shoots and we have got roots. And that's good because that's what I intended. I intended that to happen. When you told me sit it on some compost, I done that, and this is what I got. Okay, so we're quite pleased with that. Incidentally, just let me give you a size comparison while I've got these onions out. Okay, so as you can see, it's quite a much bigger onion than the ones I've been growing. And we're happy with its progress so far. So it's so far so good. This was the better of the two onions I got given, and this was the one I was going to grow on for seed. And the other one, I simply left it in those blue crates with the other onions and done nothing with it. Now let me show you that onion. Okay, this was the bigger of the two onions. But I was advised that this was a better shape and more likely to give me better seed for better onions. I honestly don't know, really, because as I've already said in this video and in previous videos, I've never done this before. But this onion was kept in those blue plastic crates with these onions, and I made no attempt to start it into growth. I didn't sit it on any compost. I didn't bring it out into the light. I left it in a cool, dark garage with these onions. Now these onions, these Ailsa Craigs, which I've grown for a number of years now, I know I can store these, provided I don't eat them. I know these will store for about 6 months. Okay, they've been in the garage now for about 2 months. I'm not too sure how long these red onions will store because I've never had them in any number to store, and I haven't got many left anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. I haven't got many of these guys, so that's not going to be an issue. These will probably all get eaten. And I was expecting that this onion would store and we would eat this onion, but as you can see, without any intervention from me, it started to grow. Now, it hasn't put any roots down yet. It hasn't put any roots down yet because it's never been in contact with any moisture. It's been in those crates. But clearly this onion's wanting to grow now. And so it is my intention now to put this onion in a pot like this onion and grow this one on for seed. But this is the question. This is the question. Do show onions store? Imagine if I get some seeds off these and I grow these show onions on, and I get several crates full of these big onions in 2 months' time. Are they all going to look like this? Because if that's the case, then I don't really have a use for them. What I want is onions that I can eat when I want to eat them, and those I don't want to eat I can store, like these onions. This onion has been in store as long as these onions, in exactly the same conditions, and it started to grow. This onion I've encouraged to grow because I put it on compost and I brought it out into the light, so I can understand this onion kicking into life. But this one's just took it upon itself to start to grow. And what I don't want is to finish up with crates of these onions, these big onions. If I manage to pull off the germinate, the seeding, the germinate, all that sort, if I manage to pull it off and grow some big onions, what I don't want is crates full of big onions that all then start to throw these shoots up. So I'm going to leave that one with you. And I did get some good correspondences back, some good comments on the last video about how to do this, how to seed an onion. But I'm coming back again, I need some more information. Will they all go like this? If you grow big onions, if you grow show onions, the question I have for you is, do show onions store? Do show onions store? Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and please get back to me if you're a show onion grower, and let me know, do show onions store? This is Homegrown Veg, signing out.